I've been saying or saying some weird things to them, like I'll say something grotesque or like something derogatory, and it sort of feels like it evens the injustice a little bit. So like I feel like I used to have filters, like I used to have brakes on my brain, and now they've like ripped off my brakes, and ripped off my filter, and like, where's my brakes and my filter? Well, you don't have one, and then I was just let it all out from that, and it's hard to. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can stop saying this shit ever. Like something on their end would have to change. Like you can only shock the shit out of somebody, and like it only makes it worse. Like you run the risk every time of making it worse or making it better. So when you do that, you run the risk of making it worse. That's just the reality of it. And so I think the way is to make this public, and but I put my health and well-being first. And I'm like, all right, well, how am I supposed to get out of this disdain when it's the current thing already happening to you? Yeah, I always know they're there, and I can't get them out. So as long as I'm gonna have them there, I'm gonna be saying this. I don't see a reality where I don't. And how can anyone even expect one like that? How? Do you know how like it's thought? You know what I mean? Like it's as soon as you say, "Don't think about this," don't think about this elephant. You're already starting to think about it. And let me say that to you over and over and over again, and over, or I can hear the voice. They'll yell, and I'll be like, I'll look for something to throw back always, or they'll yell in a certain, like, it's all memory. Like if there was a session where they ended up yelling at me for one thing. When they reach out or yell in that same way another time, my brain's going to go back to what we were thinking about. So this whole thing is like, it feels like a rigged game. Like, I don't see how I'm expected to like keep a demeanor that's like acceptable inside the mind. That's like almost how it was. So I feel like the way is to make this public, and is to put my health and well-being first in this situation, and is to, then you can actually work with this thing. Maybe there is some legal jargon that they can make and I can give my consent to. I've been getting jolted all the time in like 5 different places while I've been saying this, by the way, and again on the foot. So I want this to be clear, and I don't see any change in this. I don't see how you could. It's like once you're a hostage, like everything changes. Like everything once you're hostage to this thing, and like I said, maybe it will take 2 days or something, 2 days to say whatever and do whatever, or not do whatever, but say whatever to them, but they wouldn't be in there. I don't know how long it would take, but it's damn, like, it's not, people were not supposed to have a voice inside of their mind, especially one that has yelled at them, one that they've done literal shock therapy with, one that they've done just aggravated assault therapy, like shock therapy, one where you simulate somebody's lip or tooth or front part of their head, or these different parts of their body. This is not good. And it's like, I know this is not the way that how it was. So for them to do this, it's even worse. Then, if I wanted to, I could file. If there's proof or evidence, I could file a huge lawsuit. But that's not what I want to do. I just want it to. You know what I want. I don't want to be what feels like spied on in the mind. I don't want to do what feels like being this. It feels like there's like a team of 3 to 4 people every day that monitor my literal BCI or mental stuff. And then from there stems other things and other people, like knowing when I'm going to do something or not knowing, or maybe my autonomy is gone, and which it feels like that actually. And if it's not, I feel like I need to be explained this. Like, I feel like I need to be explained. This is how it works. It works like this. When you do this, it does this. When you do that, it doesn't do this. When you do this, it does this. When you do this, it does this. You have an option here to show if you want to do this or that or this or the next. This sort of consent. Like, just fucking consent, you know? And you would think that I was like this initially. If I was like this initially, then I could see somebody not being able to have a quarrel or something. But I was not like this before. I was not like this. The stuff in my head was not like this, man. You have to wrap somebody up in a chair, shock them, implant them, and say, I'm never gonna remove this implant to you, and have them experience this and every day for the past almost about 2 years, and then see what they say. You know, they'll probably, you know. So I just wanted to express that, and I just this whole limbo of like I understand that it's like I don't know how to put it. I don't know how it works. I don't know how they. Either I'm a crazy schizophrenic that feels like his mind's being read, or it's just a group of people that are like literally are reading the mind and are literally like exporting it somewhere, and people find that interesting. So therefore, but then what do you do when they don't find it interesting anymore? Then they take the resentment out on the human. The human are part of the experiment, right? So this is why I was saying before, for everything to not be like this, for everything to be, you know, don't do with their experiment, don't play with their games. If they ask you to turn a light switch on, tell them no, I don't. I'm not going to participate in this. I'm not going to do that. Just say this. But the more that they do this and like activate this, then the more they are going to, the more you watch my mind, the more you're going to want to watch my mind, and or not give my mind up, and or my ethics, or the right that every human being has as far as being inside their brain, not consensually with an implant. The lines are going to blur, and people will be like, oh, I guess this is okay to do this non-ethical thing to somebody. So, and while I'm saying this, all these horrible things are flashing back, and all these words seem more focused on me, myself. So then this happens too. I don't know how to eliminate these memories. There needs to be some actual therapy. There needs to be some actual psychology. With the wall needs to be blown off the hinges, the door, the veil lifted. All the cliche fucking shit you want to say. All these things, you know. I think it's like even just an email, I know that sounds crazy, just an email of like, so this is what happened, blank, 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 and then this. So then people could read your thoughts, and then or could not, and this is why you get shocked. This is why you get shocked, and this is all declassified or in the process of making it declassified. So then we're telling you now, and somebody will come pick you up tomorrow at 10 a.m. and you could go run off and they'll tell you some more information, boring but fundamental information to know as far as how this works, how this, like this, you know. If this is all true, then like somebody's gonna, somebody's got to give up something, you know. Like, so what am I gonna? I guess I give up my autonomy and I give that up, you know. Then the scale's equal. It feels like I don't know. Like, I don't mind all this stuff before it was public, but for it to be like, I find it so strange that people would know what I was thinking. Like, especially after all this, especially after we've gone down this way, this horrible way. And, you know, so I think that this is what's to be expected. I think that this is good. So that's all I'd say about it. I don't know. Please don't watch me. Please don't want to know what I'm thinking. Please don't want to know what I'm I'm trying to think of stuff, not of stuff outside of the brain, I guess. Like, you could always look at the history of things, but if you talk about it, then it'd be nice for you to, yeah. But that's all I got. So please don't listen. Please don't. I'm already having a disdain statement already lined up, like feeling I have to say it. If I don't say it, I'm gonna explode or something, you know. And but I have to be able to release it, and this is a new thing too. I just feel like I feel like I've been like somebody took I got in an accident and the person driving had my legs amputated because of this driver, and then the driver's telling me that, hey, I need you to like put your legs back on and run around, and I'm like, hey, you fucking smashed into me and blew my legs off, you know. How am I supposed to do that? Whatever it is, I want it to be truth, transparency, and some worldly, some value of the from this world, that like something, you know what I mean, like you know what I mean, and to know what's going on, you know. And I only say that because of trials and all this stuff, you know. It's just, I don't know. It's never happened, obviously, but if it did, yeah, I don't think it's that crazy. I would give this place up if I could. I don't know how I would do. I would probably, I don't know. I think it's got to a point where it's so bad where I can't even like it just has to be me or something. Like I don't even. I've said this line so many times that I have no idea where it comes from, but it feels recent. That I don't know what would happen. You know, like I know what would happen, but I don't know what would it would freak me the fuck out. It would make me never want to like see a blank again or something. And I don't know. I feel like just getting a couple million, leaving to the forest and not coming back, and not come back, yeah, or some sort of thing. It's hard to fix a brain. It's really hard to fix this brain, and I don't know if I can fix it. You know, I don't know if I can. If I'm just getting too worked up about all this. And then I've gotten the habit where I can manifest things in the mind and then manifest the manifestation and then manifestate the feeling of manifestating the manifestation. Like it's so meta what I've been able to do with my brain, like how I'm like the layers of like of all this complicated nonsense. Like, what's it like? You're not just talking to yourself. You're talking to yourself in third person, or you're talking to yourself, your old self, talking to your new version of yourself. You're talking to this person or yourself, talking to yourself when you're this age, talking to this age, and that affects this. Then it all. There's so many things that can go on in the brain. But yeah, I think my vernacular has been abducted and replaced with something, and that's how it feels, and that's how it will feel to the day I fucking die. So I don't know what to do about that.